for GX. They've got range themselves. What a front to back. Simple. As a Vitality have to round this out with disengage.
Yeah, also the Corki was something that was banned away pretty consistently against no one is get to the experience ring to make sure that he's able to pick it up and try and hit 6 as soon as possible. Because you can see he is quite substantially behind.
The might spawn, you're not getting the feet to add towards the list. As GIANTX, oh, he tries a satchel charge, has to flash, puts the minefield down, but Fleshy turns it into a bait. One more auto! It's not going to count. Jackies gets first blood and Fleshy picks up the pieces.
Good attempt by
Jackies came in and swept through with a swoop and boop, as you call it. Double TP, but Isma's here first. Onto GIANTX again. Permfrost going to connect GIANTX. Oh, disrespect part 2. And Jackies with 2 kills on an Azir is cheering.
That one's going to sting. The fact that...
And with the auto attacks going down, Jackies is contributing enough where this Dragon's going to be done before Lintus gets in. Level 8, the Maokai now spotting it out, but Smite's going to come in. Isma's going to take it. In fact, he doesn't even smite it. He just autos it down right in the face of Treebeard to the right, and double Dragon for GIANTX early game. Very much locked in.
Yeah, the mid gap too much on the push, and also that Karzi losing a ton of health, but Fleshy wants to go forward here.
Good Shattering Strike though. Karzi at half HP. This is a nature's grasp, but will it do anything? Culling in the way. Noah stands his ground. It's a good Glacial Fissure. John's ulti was weird and he died. On top of that as well, Noah no matter to contribute anything more, and Vitality get a kill for their trouble. Still consistent though on rather adamant in staying in place. Now we get a picture-in-picture. Bot laners, or top laners, I should say, are trading over as Jun goes for an engage. There's that TP in the tri-brush, and there's no response. So with a shuffle out, Fleshy is just dead. It's about who gets the kill at this point. Even Noah's part of it. But another one over to Jackie's 3 for the Azir, and Vitality are getting roughed around the edges.
Yeah, LEC going to be able to actually keep GIANTX away from this top wave as well. So while this was all going on in the invade, there was a push in mid where Noah got some mid plates and actually got a good chunk of gold for himself. You end up getting this push on top side, which gets some much needed gold for Jackies as well, although Ziggs exists. So maybe not as much as you're hoping for, but mid lane,
Valkyrie forward, auto for auto. Karzi flashes and the piercing light almost does it. Noah gets out, good response time as both are left with cleanse only.
If that big one had hit, that flash auto from Noah would have been the death of Karzi.
True.
But just the minions barely getting in the way so Karzi doesn't take the splash damage means that Karzi's able to Jackies, and he's huge.
And Nako's going to get something back though. 3 minions in the way, but not enough auto damage as he might have to end up proxying this way. But look at where GIANTX is. Satchel charge. Now the turret's gone. Lot isolated. Ulti's back in as Nako. What? That interaction! There's 3 versus 1 though, so Lot should still be dying as Nako eventually has to walk back in.
Who ends up winning, an unstoppable force or an unstoppable force? Instead, the unstoppable force wins. As Kazanta ends up sending himself over the wall. That got dicey, but this is even more dicey.
Again, Jackies just keeps finding the shoves in. Fleshy's caught out. His debut has been rough on this from the last 2 plays in isolation. There's Vitality, they're going to do what they can do best. With 2 grubs, get yet another turret, but for GIANTX with the kill, that gold's going to be back to maybe even more summers. Karzi's left to isolate and hold down mid by himself. Yeah, mid tower going to fall, and they should be able to get another charge off of this here. Resets position on this bottom side, so Vitality getting corralled a little bit here. But they need to land some poke themselves. It's GIANTX versus this Corki and Azir as Karzi walks into Isma. It's a free engage. Finding a road has never been so easy for Jackies. Eventually has to flash, but he's ready to re-engage himself. Nako, the tank, discoordinated with the rest of his team as the poke continues to land from Noah. And Vitality, that's not even a team fight, that's just different places at different times. I mean, good positioning from GIANTX. They came in at multiple different angles, making it difficult for Vitality to really set up a choke point or one area where they could focus all of that AoE and crowd control. We'll get to see it in the replay, but a fumble from Vitality and GIANTX, they pounce onto Karzi and finish him off. Third Dragon going to be the back of that as well. For GIANTX, it might sound like it's one-sided despite that gold still being close. And I agree, which is insane to me when my biggest criticism in the past has been they don't really know how to get his own red buff away. He will succeed in that, but Isma doesn't take too much damage, and GIANTX does not have his second item here. And for this Ziggs, needs to work towards that Rabadon, that 3rd item. You know, before this poke starts becoming exceptional. Tanks are already tanking up. That's Isma there, who can stand here, free of charge, with Jun by the side with the crash down. The explosive bomb not even needed. Can't get anything back. It's Noah, who has bigger bangs for his buck right now on the Corki. And now it's Atakan that's just spotting this top side as well. So GIANTX
perfectly positioned to pick that one up. It was weird for Vitality to try and contest that vision as much as they did, because Nako was free pushing on that bottom side, ended up getting the tier 2 there, and it's gone. But now they want to try and contest for Atakan.
But meanwhile, Jackie's sent out the Emperor's Divide. Kazi caught again, but the slide makes it a nice glide. There's another one. Jackie's has just opened up with no AD carry left for Vitality. This fight becomes harder. Fletchy's teleported in, but Vitality are working their way towards their doom. The ulti out from Nako's nice, but they still can't kill Isma. As Jackie works away from the side, his auto attacks his lethal tempo with 2 items. This Azir is already monstrous. This Chayak, his value just ain't there. Lot takes a little bit of poke. The Mega Inferno Bomb. You want more, even with the satchel charge. Vitality can't find a kill. It's only Isma who eventually goes down. They stop the Atakan, but it looks so tough for Vitality to play.
Yeah, it is incredibly hard to enable a Ziggs to just poke and be safe. Like positions like this, these chokes could be good, but we'll see.
Prison, Lince sends out the Nature's Grasp, and it does something to disengage, but now it's a fight for the Gromp. Kazi at half HP as well. Note the HP bar is going to be healed up as Fleshy moves to Smite.
Loss on the side. Chayak now in a position that he can actually follow up, but with the Maokai ultimate gone, this is way less threatening.
But the wall's down. Fleshy doesn't have the Unbreakable for a little bit, and there's a big one in the hole. Trying to poke out is Noah. The big one does miss, so Vitality again, trying to play with time here. But I don't think time's on their side because Dragon's still being started. This is the Soul. Lot's also got an angle. Culling comes out, but John finds a 4-man with a public execution in the mix. And Lot is trying to get what he can before he dies. Auto out, but he survives, flashing over the wall. Vitality 4 blinking health bars. And yes, GIANTX the same. But they've got Isma. They've got enough health to start up Dragon again.
They have no TPs to come back, so they have to try and force it now. They're trying to get into the
mid. The big one hit Nako with the flash. It's nice and gets rid of the Emperor's Divide. He survived. Clutch play as Jun trades it off, but now Lot at full HP runs into 3. He's stunned up. The help of Brom looks nice. Vitality on the edge playing well, but still Noah survives. And remember, Soul went down as close as Vitality get. It just doesn't seem to be enough.
Vitality were just trying to 2k HP and then lost, TPing back in, forces the rest of Vitality away.
I was just watching Jun in that fight as we come back to live and Chayak is caught out again. Isma's just everywhere. This must be so frustrating. Isma's going to take the kill. It was almost a solo kill, but Isma again will still clean it out regardlessly. Chayak 40 seconds down. Dagda, Baron's up in 30. Atakan is in top side of the map, and GIANTX.
Jun, even Jackie's a potential swoop and boop, so GIANTX controlling this space. Atakan should be theirs, and with zero vision as to where the rest of GIANTX is, Vitality can't commit to either side of the play.
And with an almost 3-item Azir, you know that it's easy to chain this right into a Baron. Not much damage taken because Isma's tanking up Atakan, so that'll fall. GIANTX now getting frisky in the top side of the jungle. See what else they can find. Jun with the engage. It's great. Again, the Magnastorm holding Vitality in place, but no follow-up damage from Vitality. Flesh is just trying to disengage. The Glacial Fish are down. Bramble Smash as well. Lot just rolls in and helps get the kill over to Jackie's. GIANTX 5 strong yet again, and Kazi is once again low.
A Baron is now open available. It seems to be a constant play from GIANTX. Get the pick, go for the objective, and Vitality have to keep running though.
Gonna look for Nako, the target in the way. Teleport right into the middle of the wave. Isma cutting off the escape path. Nako is getting shredded as well. Noah sends out the Gatling gun, and that is it. Onto Linces, a new target, a fresh kill. GIANTX now playing with their food. 5k up in the lead, and Baron is next to fall.
It's so difficult as Vitality to try and face check these points and get away. You have a right in the backline consistently, opening up this giant divide between the front and backline of Vitality. And now Fleshy, you've got Smite, but I don't think you have a hope in hell of getting into this one.
It's been a rough game for him. 1-6-4, and he's taken that lead and that skill you find in early game. With a comp like this, it seems foolproof. Now GX, the onslaught begins because Baron is going to do a lot of the work for them. Noah stepping up to get this inner turret through mid. And this Ziggs, only 2 items, the wave clear. Probably in comparison to the minion level, isn't going to matter as much as you think it would.
GIANTX into the play.
True.
You're getting all the outer towers down. You're about to reset. You're going to have a ton of gold to spend now as well. And then it's just a case to start siege on towards the turrets. I mean, Jackie's coming back out on the field. It's just going to be too much to handle.
And it all comes off the back of Isma in this game. The pressure on mid has been fantastic, but that 1-for-1 earlier on, Jackie's getting the kill. It's snowballed effect from there. As you can see now, there's Rod of Ages at least. Excuse me, needlessly large rod rather. Not important to talk about because Nako is just getting bullied. by said mid laner as Noah steps up into 5. And look at them. Vitality are playing spectator League of Legends because even the Corky can just run in and say hello.
Yeah, it's so over. It's just for some of these top spots.
And it's not game 1 Andy, guys, all right? Don't start saying
it's
that.
Day 3, Andy.
It's day 3. And against KC, they put up a showing. People were excited for GIANTX, but not in the way they're excited for KT, because GIANTX can finish the game. Lot ultis into Chayak, and you can see again the damage is a problem. Lot's taking a while to die. Gets the Drake out step, and Jackies sends them all to hell. GIANTX, the road is paved for them, and while Nucko has had the best performance he could possibly have, GIANTX have been a nuisance in the way, and this time around the early game will translate to the means of an end. Vitality didn't get to play League of Legends. It was GIANTX stomping them into the ground for game 1.